Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans, and I have some more excellent news for you, and it's to do with migration. And the fellow who's doing a fantastic job, I'm so pleased that Peter's in our team. He is the guy who lives in Panama, and he wrote the following to me today. In fact, it's just come through, and that's why I wanted to report back to you on what he's saying. First of all, he says, yes, I'd love to do a live stream with you in the next few weeks. So, Peter, you got it, buddy. We're going to do a live stream, probably in early February, I'd say. That's great news. That's going to be a cracker. Now, he goes on to say, I want to put something substantial together as I accumulate experience on the needs of your people. So far, I have several applications starting with a lawyer. By law, any application must be done through a lawyer, and there are some dodgy ones around. The one I have is very reliable and honest, and he did my own immigration. I have one applicant with a party of 10 PR visas for Panama, and he is desperate to get out. Now, this is where you got to be so careful if you live in South Africa. You got to get those passports now, even if you don't think you're going to leave the country, and you'll see why. So even if you're not leaving the country, apply for and get the passport and just hold it. That's if you don't have a passport right now. Okay, getting back to Peter, he says, this fellow who's trying to migrate to Panama tells me the situation is more serious than is generally thought. There are delays and excuses with police reports. Okay, remember what Chantel said a couple of weeks ago about getting your documents together, even if you're not thinking of migrating now? Because if you try and do it, when the shit hits the fan, you might as well swim, because they're not going to supply them to you, because everybody's going to be wanting the documents. So now is the time to just get those documents that you need and just hold them somewhere safe with the passport. Okay. So this is going back to Peter. There are delays and excuses with police reports. Firearm licenses are being deliberately delayed. Bullets are unobtainable. Hear that? Bullets are unobtainable in South Africa. Passport issuing has been delayed because the company that does digital fingerprints hasn't been paid by the government. Now, the last thing in the world you want is to apply for a passport and have to wait 2 years to get it, because then you might as well not even bother. Okay, so that's why I'm saying to you, do it now, do it today, or do it tomorrow. Electricity is now being reduced to 6 hours per day. The man with the 10 visas tells me he spoke to Roche of Saitlanders personally, who thinks there will be a civil war in the next 6 months. And this is why he is making his move by March. In 6 months, if Roche is right, none of the government systems to immigration will be working. By the way, another venue coming online is Medellin in Colombia, which expats are raving about. Very cheap living costs, high in the mountains with eternal spring climate, and a city of 2 million with a rapidly growing expat South African community. I will research it more. Best, Peter. Now, I'm going to put Peter's email address directly below. Look, guys, if you don't do anything else in January, get your passport. If you don't have a current one, just get your passport. Do it now. Because I believe some passport offices have actually been shut down in South Africa. They're making it very, very hard for you to get out of the country. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great evening. Take care. Bye for now.